This Dairy Queen location in Port Colborne is a little piece of frozen in time history.
I sell smiles for a living. What better living could you have? And I know the history of this store. It's one of the only stores left in the country with this history.
Originally opened in 1954, it has remained mostly unchanged.
I have a lot of seniors come to the store, and that's exactly what they say. They're like, oh, I'm bringing my grandchild for the first time. I used to come here. Immediate surgeons used to be so kind to us. And I hear all of these stories about the original owner, and it just makes my heart warm.
And you won't find fast food like burgers and dogs on this DQ menu either.
They're getting rid of the old contracts and getting the franchisees to get rid of these stores and have food. The original owner said no. He said no all those years. He would never accept the offer. There's no hot dogs, there's no french fries, there's no food. It's frozen in time ice cream only. And it's going to stay that way forever as long as my family owns it.
Dave Benison from Historical Niagara says the building also maintains a reminder of the injustice of the times. In the 1950s, the stores also came with a mandatory segregated window at the side of the building, which has since been repurposed, but is still visible.
It shows what happened back then, and I think it's great that they're leaving this here as part of the history. They're not covering it up. It's actually part of the history here.
And while a location in Saskatchewan was the first in Canada, this is the only one with the original sign.
And it's a piece of the history of Port Colborne as well. That's a story that can be told.
It remains because even though the neon hasn't worked for 30 years, the owners refused to take it from the building because according to the DQ rules, a sign removed would have had to have been replaced with the newest version of their signage.
And you know what? We have offers every year to have that sign sold. People have offered me a lot of money to sell it. It's not going to happen.
Well, for the owner and area residents, the most exciting thing will happen over this winter. After 30 years of this Dairy Queen sign not being lit, they finally have permission to take it down and redo the neon and put it back up. That will happen for the reopening at the end of May next year. In Port Colborne, Audra Brown, City News.